A great big hello to you, my friend. Welcome to another episode of Space Engineers. I'm the Radio Man 03, and it is awesome to have you along. We're back at the lander, the atmospheric lander lunar module. I've got things refining, and I've got stuff being made as well. We've made some progress on the base. Quite a bit of progress, as a matter of fact. Look at that. I can wave. I figured that out. I also changed my spacesuit. If you don't know how to do that, all you have to do is go up to your medical bay here, and hit F, and boom, you could change the color of your player. Did not know that. Had not walked up to this yet and actually hit anything. I've always gone around to this side and hit F to recharge my stuff, so that works out great. All right, a couple of things. There was a new update put out last week, and I was reading the forums over the weekend. A lot of people really angry about it because there's a new build mode, and there's a lot of bugginess going on as well. Like, I've got this one, as you can see outside the door. Anything that illuminates with this yellow border around it does that to my screen. I was mining some iron over the weekend and had that happen as well. Anytime I look at that, bam, I get that purple thing on the screen, which is, very ugly. So I'm hopeful. The game's been out for 3 years that they're going to fix something like that. I really hope that is something on their end, I would imagine. I don't know. It could be my end, but it just started happening with the last update. And then they also did the no. We want K. No, we don't want K. We want G. We want the building mode. Here we go. All blocks. They changed up the building model, whatever you want to call it here. And at first it really threw me. It really did. But then I kind of figured it out. So it's real simple. Anything that's got a plus sign on it, you can see that it's got a variety of different blocks. If I just click on it once here, it'll allow me to go over here and then kind of mess around over here and show you that now the square light armor block has got these other options in it as well. And then if you go to the heavy armor, it's got the same thing, and so on and so forth. Anything that's got that plus sign on it has got multiple versions of the block in it. So, for instance, like on number 4 on my hotbar, if I hit 4, I have a block. Now, if I hit R, of course, I can change the size of that block. Now, if I use my mouse wheel and scroll, I can change which block it is I'm going to be using, like so. Okay, and then I can scroll and keep going, and then I've got this one now, the angled one, and so on and so forth. So that was pretty handy. If I go to 6, like over the weekend, I was thinking about getting the conveyor tubes and stuff hooked up on our new base over there inside the mountain, and I could not find the large tubes. If I go back to G and I type in tube, like so, I've got the curved conveyor tube shows up. But the medium conveyor tube says, okay, this block is for small ships only. But I could not find, I was even typing in large. And then tube, and nothing would happen. So I was like, where the heck is this tube? Well, if I go into the conveyor, I can rotate through the conveyor, and I can find all of these blocks right in here with the mouse wheel. And then I can configure what I want. So now instead of having multiple items on my... Why won't that... It's weird, it won't turn. Instead of having like 5 different blocks to do one job, I've got one block now in my hand that I can do 3 jobs with. So I can lay conveyor stuff really well, constantly. So that works out great. I wonder if I do this over here. There we go. Okay, so I see it's got to be up against something in order for me to turn it. There we go. Okay, so I see. All right, so anyways, that's that. So anything with a plus sign, there's multiple blocks in there. If you put it on your bar, you have access to it already. So again, if I go to G, I can get rid of this block right here. I don't need that anymore because I've already got it in my number 4. So over here, I can go to the conveyor again and click that down into number 5, and I'm going to have that for building. And I'm going to want the conveyor sorter as well, so we've got that as well. And that should be good for me. And a couple of questions for you this episode as well. I've got lots of stuff to show you. Let me see if... let's see if we've got our stuff made up, or if we can at least take it with us here. Well, let's see. What do we got going on here so far? 1,400 of those, and production. Let's go ahead and move these guys into it next. Yeah, let's do that next. I wonder how many of these tubes I have in the ship right now. As you can see, I've done some grinding down of the ship as well. I took some of this stuff out and have been using some of the materials for building. I'm going to take you out to the base right now, and we're going to take a look at it. I want to know what it is I should have on my platform down there in terms of a chair. Do I need this control chair at all, or can I get away with just having a medical bay and using the cargo container as a way to access everything? That's what I need to know. I think I do want a chair on the base, but I'm not sure if I actually need one or not. And which of those chairs do I need? Which is the one that I'm going to want? 3P. Sorry, it's dark out. I don't know what time it was. I actually got to play Saturday for quite a while, for about 6 hours, and had a lot of fun. It gave me an opportunity to kind of get the feel for the game and make some progress on the base as well. My first, I'd say, 6 or 7 episodes now have been a little bit. Well, you know, I'm new, so I think it's a little hard to watch sometimes, somebody who's brand new, especially if you know how the game works and stuff. A lot of you, though, very patient with me, so I love that. Thank you so very much. Now, as you can see, we have a few more solar panels going on now. We actually have 24 solar panels going on, and the tower for the solar panels has gotten a little bit larger, and it's all ironed. It's all plated up now, too. So we've got it all plated, all the way up. Lots and lots of iron it took to do it, but it was a lot of fun, and it was well worth it, and of course it needs to be painted as well. But that's how this is looking so far, at least in terms of the solar panel array. Now it's going to get bigger than this. I think it's going to have to get a lot bigger than this. Let's go F, and I got the jetpack on. Oh, thank God. How's our okay, we're doing okay. This is actually going to come up 7 more this way. This will go up 7 more this way, and then we'll have a second set of solar arrays like we have here. Here's a confusing thing for you guys that I'm not sure about, and I think maybe it's just a glitch right now in the game, since this last update did have so many problems. According to the forum, there are people out there really, really angry because things have been destroyed on their worlds. Now, you just saw that turn green. It was all red. I'm trying to figure out if maybe the power supply issues aren't part of what is glitchy on the game right now, because I noticed back at the atmospheric lander, those batteries, it takes like 1 second to fully recharge them, and they've been going now for days. I mean, hours upon hours those guys have been going over there. Where the batteries I have here at the base are not doing that. They are actually losing their charge and having to be recharged again, as you would expect a battery to have to be done. But for some reason, and it's also, these are green and it's nighttime. I don't think they should be receiving any energy at all. Like, this has got four cells right now, and that's just crazy. Why would it have 4 cells? Because it's nighttime. I would think these would all be red and not working, but as you can see, many of them are being powered quite well for the middle of the night. I don't know if they work off moonlight or not, if we've got a big moon. I don't think so. I don't see it. I don't see the moon. So anyways, I'm just kind of curious about that. Is it because I'm in safe mode? Is that why? Or is it because there's something buggy going on with the game? I've not researched that. Let's go X again. There we go. And let's go back to the ship. So that's my question there about the power. It is definitely acting a little funny. I feel like it's working sort of okay over here, except for the fact that the solar panels seem to be charging or producing power in the middle of the night, which is odd, very odd. Okay, now we're going to come down to the base. I also turned off all the little icons that show us where the magnesium and everything is. You can see I died here at the base once this weekend. No, twice actually. In quick secession. Yeah, it was quick. Both times. Very fast. Let's see, we're going to go be here real quick. All right, and let's move in a little bit, and then we're going to go ahead and land our wonderful variety here on the platform. And let's go forward a little bit more so we can get around the back side of this bad little girl here. Let's go C again, and it's down. Okay, and 3 and F. Perfect. All right, so let's take a look at what we got going on here. There's a lot going on down here. These are our batteries that we have. We have 5. I'm thinking about doubling up the number of batteries we have, just for the sole fact that these guys, I've had some machinery. I do have some things hooked up. We're going to go inside and take a look at that in just a second. I have had some things running down here, and they seem to drain it pretty quick, despite some of the stuff I put on the machines. But anyways, I'm thinking about doubling up on the batteries. And what I've noticed, if you look in here, right now the input is currently at 452. During the day, I've seen it down as low as 90 input on the batteries. So it seems a little odd to me what the power is doing right now. It's very, very odd. Why is this on semi-auto? This should not be on semi-auto. It should be on recharge. I put all of these on that, and it seems to have... Oh, nope. Recharge. Recharge, okay. I blocked all these guys and put them all on recharge. So, okay, right now they're getting a tremendous amount of power from the solar panels. I've noticed, though, as I add batteries, which I've not added any new ones since our last episode, but if I add more batteries, the power coming from the solar panels into the batteries is actually divided up amongst all of them. So the more solar panels you have, the more power you have being pulled into the batteries, which, you know, it just makes total perfect sense to me. So I think what we're going to have to do is double up on the batteries and then double up on our solar array, and we should be pretty good for power. But these batteries, they take a long time to charge up, a very long time to charge up. Okay, right now what I've got in here is something very basic, and I'm going to explain kind of how I'm going to go about this with you guys and where we're headed in the direction. This is kind of maybe more of a show and tell type episode, this one here. I've got 2 refineries. I wanted 3, but I'm going to go ahead and start with 2. Okay, we're going to make this one iron and uranium, and we're going to make this one refine anything else. The nickel, magnesium, anything else that we get is going to go here. The silicone, all that goes into this one here. And the way we're going to do that is number 5. I've got a conveyor here. We're going to run a conveyor. What do I need? Oh, I need interior plates in order to get this started. I also have a very large cargo container down here. I thought that was appropriate. Let's go ahead and grab some of those. Let's grab some of those, some of those, some of these, and oh, we can't take any more. Okay, let's take 1,000 of these out of here. Well, let's take 500 out. There we go. And then let's add again some construction components and some large steel tubes. Small steel tubes. Let's take a few computers with us. I'm not sure if we need those. We need those for sure. And then we need motors. They're quite heavy. And I think let's grab a few more of those. We're 2,900. Let's grab a few more computers. And a few more of these small tubes. And if we've got room, why the heck not? Let's grab some more of those guys. Okay, beautiful. Whoops, what am I doing? I'm losing track of where I'm standing. Okay, so if we take a conveyor, I think I'm right about this. If I take a conveyor, and I want it to be that way so I can actually look at it and see it and all that good stuff, and we got to get up on top of it. There we go. And now we're going to rotate. We're going to rotate our mouse wheel to pick out the block we want next, and that is going to be this curved tube. We're going to spin this bad boy around here. Nope, come on now. There we go, like that. And then I want a number 7. No, number 6, sorry. And we're going to spin this around until our arrow points inwards. I think that's going to be correct. Let me get this all off the screen here. Let's see. What do I need? Interior plates. I thought I grabbed a bunch of it. Oh, you know what? I guess I didn't. All right, so let's do that. We want that one to interior plates. Oh yeah, we did not grab any of those. Okay. Wow, it used up all those tubes. Okay, that's good to know. And computers too. Wow, it used up a bunch of computers as well. All right, that is really good to know. Okay, beautiful. Let's get this. Let's start with the conveyor first. We're gonna start with the conveyor. Construction components. Dear Lord. Construction components. There we go. Okay, there's 100. I don't know how many I needed. I should have looked at that when I did this. Looks like we're gonna make it through it though. Okay, here's our conveyor. For the piping on this, I think what I want to do is I may come out of the top of it. We'll see. Or go under the floor with it. I'm not quite sure which direction I want to go. This is going to have an arrow pointing to our 90-degree pipe, which runs into the refinery. Like so. And then we want to... construction components. Just a few more of those. Oh, guys, I'm having so much... as I've mentioned, I've been having so much fun with this. Construction components. Wow, we're down to 64. We can make some more while we're down here, I think. And up we go. I dug the room out considerably around here. As you can see, I made it quite a bit bigger. Can we turn the light off? Yeah. I made it quite a bit bigger. Let's turn it back on though so you can see. I probably doubled the size of this room. Over here I have 2 assemblers, and I'm thinking about taking these assemblers apart and setting them side by side. This is our oxygen generator here, and I know we need a medical bay down here as well, and then we have the large cargo container. What I did was on the side here, there are these power saver modules, and there is efficiency module. Let's take a look and see. Control panel. I've added 3 of the product effectiveness modules on here and 1 power efficiency. So we're actually gaining effectiveness and power efficiency. Productivity is still about the same, but I'd rather have it save power and then draw it. What's going to do is going to draw more ores out of, we're going to get more ingots out of the stuff we dig up with these guys on here like that. And I did that on both sides, and I painted the refineries red, and I painted these guys dark green, and then these guys up here are the white, just to kind of keep it separated. And I think it gives it kind of a cool machine look. I think it does. Yeah, that is all set. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in here, the conveyor sorter, and we are going to whitelist. We want iron. Iron ore. And we want uranium. Uranium ore. Oh, I guess I gotta click both of them, huh? Oh. And then iron ore as well. Okay, so boom. Okay, now it should take those 2 things. Now I'm wondering if I need to blacklist everything else. I don't think I have to. I think it's going to see that and say, okay, radio wants iron and uranium to go into this refinery right here to be refined. So I do believe that's the case right there. What do we have on us in terms of parts? And we've got, okay, we're gonna need more of those. The construction components are really down, huh? We're gonna need some more of those. Some more steel tubes, more computers, and okay, so we need construction components. Let's go over to the assembler real quick. We need to turn a battery on. I probably could do that from over there, but I'd rather do it from right here. So let's do this, and boom, there we go. Turn those batteries on. We're going to come over here to the assembler, and we're going to tell it to make production construction components. Control panel. Oh, let's go back to production. Let's take that out, and we're going to have them make those. Let's make 400 of them. Control panel. Let's turn that on, and there it goes. It's going to make those for us nicely. Very good, very good. And let's get back up here on top of this. And we're going to go with a number 6 again here. And again, we're going to flip that around. Like so. And then we need our curved conveyor tube. Let's see here. No. Do I have this set up wrong? There we go. That was weird. Okay. Yeah, I understand why people are upset, especially people who've been playing for a long time. I have not been playing for a long time, obviously, so the changes didn't really bother me too much. But at the same time, I definitely understand why people have gotten upset about it. It was a change for me, and not being able to find some of the simplest parts that I've been accustomed to using, I thought was kind of strange. Very strange, actually. Let's go back to the assembler here, and let's grab these guys out of here. There we go. Can I get through here? I think I can get through here by doing just like this. There we go. And we probably need a bunch more stuff, but let's go ahead and give it a shot and see what we can get done. Interior plate to build conveyor sorter. Interior plate. Oh boy, I wonder if I've got enough of that. We might have to make some of those too. I know we've got some making up at the base, but we're going to use them up anyways, right? Construction components and more interior plates. Okay, yeah, that's definitely going to be a must. And we do that. Okay. I've also added those modules over here in hopes of saving power on one side. I've got these. And then over here, I've got the productivity as well. And so, let's see. If I go to G and I type in efficiency. Back up one. There we go. So here we've got the power efficiency module. And here we have the effectiveness module. Okay, so those are the two that I've been putting on all the machines to just make them run better and a little bit faster and more material coming out of it. It seemed to me like that was going to be a good idea. Okay, you're not going to let me weld from here? Okay. Construction components. Oh boy, I need 40, 50, 60 of those and at least one interior plate. Okay. Looks like the sun is coming up. And what do we need? We needed some of these guys too, right? That's enough of those. Let's go back to inventory. Let's grab these out of here. And those out of there. Okay, beautiful. And eventually we'll have assemblers set up so where they're making certain things for us. Still need another 4 construction components. Wow, okay. That is crazy. That is some crazy sauce right there. Okay, production. It's really ripping through those things. And you're done. Okay. What do I need? 4? Is that what it said? I'm going to go with it. I don't know. We may be back here again real quick. I don't know. Got it. Okay, beautiful. Okay, and so this one here, what we're going to do is we are going to go down here to the blacklist, and we are going to blacklist the iron ore, and the uranium. And I believe what that's going to do is that is going to make it so that we have everything going in here except for iron and uranium, and iron and uranium will all go into this one over here. And I hope that is the case. Now, we've got space here to where we can run our tube that's going to hook everything else up, because we obviously have to come off of this. We can come off the back of it, we can come off the top of it, and I believe we can come off underneath it as well. I was thinking about running the tube under the floor over to here and hooking up with it over here, but a part of me also wants to run it around the back wall and come in from the back side of these guys as well. I gave us plenty of space back behind this one, not so much on that one there. I could have put these guys further back, but I left them out a little bit. I really want the rock wall, and we'll adjust the rock wall and how much of it's showing and stuff like that in the future. Next thing I want to do in the base here right now is I'm going to put a set of stairs in probably right about in this area here. So we'll go upstairs one level, and then we're going to have catwalk up here so that we can actually access this while we're standing right next to it. Okay? Does that make sense? Because right now it seems kind of a stretch to have to look way up there and do that. So I would rather have a staircase that comes in and then a little bit of catwalk action going on right through here at this level. That way we can be underneath the catwalk working on stuff, and then we can be on top of the catwalk working on that thing, and then we can get our next level of stuff going on, if that makes sense to you. So this room is actually going to be 2 stories, and we'll have stuff down here on the bottom floor. We'll have a nice double wide, hopefully a double wide staircase that goes up to the second floor, and then we'll have this cargo container, and then we can continue to chisel this out and add things to it. I'm also considering doing a little something off in the back here that goes out back. That's also what I'm considering. Yeah. So that is how she is shaping up. I think it looks pretty good so far. We're doing all right, I think. I think. Tell me what you think. I know it's nothing fancy yet, but we do have a lot of the stuff we need down here now. But I would feel better with more power, and probably a nuclear reactor would be good too, but I don't know that there's a whole lot of uranium around here to find. I know we have a bit right now in the refinery up in the atmospheric lander, and I know we've got a good supply of uranium hopefully out here in one of these dark areas. So we have uranium nearby. So is a nuclear reactor the route I should go, or should I add more batteries? I'm thinking maybe both. Maybe both is what I need to do. Double up the batteries, double up the solar panels, and then get a nuclear reactor going on in here as well. But I think the batteries are going to be okay for us right now to get started with. Is this guy all done doing what he was doing? Looks like he is still making these guys. Okay, so we're going to let him go and let him do that. And we're going to put this battery on semi-auto. Oh, it is on semi-auto. Okay, beautiful. We're going to put that one on semi-auto too. I've been kind of messing around with the power just to see how it works, you know. And I don't think I've got a good representation of it right now because I think the game is acting a little buggy. Like I said, you can see these batteries here. As soon as I do this, they turn blue. You know, their power is being drained and being used. We go up to the refinery, up to the atmospheric lander. It's not getting drained at all. It loses like one little green light, and then all the green lights come right back on again. So, yeah, these guys seem to be working right, where those batteries over there aren't. And then these solar panels are a bit confusing because they are producing power in the middle of the night. Don't know if that's how it's supposed to be, or again, if I went into safe mode. I think one of the first things we need to build down here is the hospital bay, the medical bay. And then do I need one of those control chairs? I'm thinking about putting one of the control chairs kind of up here towards the front, just someplace where I can sit. Basically, you can jump into any ship and sit and then recharge yourself. But I think maybe I should have at least one command chair down here. And which type of chair should I have for that? There's a good question for you as well. Which of those chairs is going to serve me best? Because right now, yeah, all I have to do is just come over here, jump up and hit F, and then you can see my stuff charges just like that. So, boom, there's 100% suit, and I'm good to go. Oops. There we go, perfect. Not crashed, not damaged the ship at all. We're doing really good. I went out and mined up 2 more iron nodes, so we had plenty of iron. And I've had that in actually refinery going, as you saw. And then I've got a lot of material back at the atmospheric lander. We're almost done with that. We're going to be grinding that one down soon. I think this week what I would like to get done is I would like to at least get started, maybe not done, but started on our next drill. I've got an idea for it. I want to call it the scrubber, and we're going to make a different kind of drill, a bigger drill, and we'll keep this ship as our get around, go fast ship where we need to go. And then that one's going to be a real worker that we'll be able to take out and use on these big dark areas that you see out in the landscape. There's one there, there's one there, there's actually another big one right over here, and there's one here. There's a lot of material down here in this valley that is just waiting for us to go down and scoop it up. But that's where we're at right now. I hope it makes sense. If you got ideas, of course, let me know. This is a Let's Play, so your suggestions are always welcome and implemented into the build. But we've got ourselves a humble start. Let me show you something else I did real quick before I say adios, muchachos. I did put a couple of just little brackets down here to kind of, a couple of, that was, yeah, shut it off. A couple of brackets to hold it to the wall of the mountain, like so. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this out even more and do sort of a kind of a moon shape out here with it. And then, of course, it needs to extend down a little bit as well. We're getting close to where we hit this little valley in between these 2 mountain ranges, and I want this to actually cut through eventually into that one. So we're coming along. It's coming along real nice. But we do need to get a better drill going, and then I would like to get a welder ship as well. But again, first, one of the first things we need to do is get this stuff finished up and put together. We've got a little conveyor action going on right now, so that's nice. Yeah, it's beautiful. Oh, you know what? I don't have this one set like that one is. This one's got the big yellow border here, and that one must have it on the other side. So I'll probably swap that around. I wanted to keep it all nice. And I wanted the machinery to be a little bit farther apart too, just to give it a real industrial feel to it, okay? So that's why they're so far apart. All right, I think that's going to have to wrap it up for me today, guys. I really do appreciate your time so very much. I want you to have an awesome, fantastic, and superb day. I'm the Radio Man 03, and I look forward to talking to you again next time. Bye-bye.